これって対空電弾に缶あり。どこ見て。そういえば今朝第二艦隊から入電があって艦載機を撃ち漏らしたって。攻撃しなきゃ。でも今空母もなしに制空戦なんて無理っぽい。対空射撃？私たちじゃとても届かないよ。私がやってみます。ヤマトさん、でも。大丈夫、責任は私が取ります。敵機捕捉、三式弾装填。漁獲最大。全手法なぎ払え。
Hey everybody, it's Murialda here again, and I'm deeply mourning my poor wallet. So yeah, we've got another figure today. Just got one yesterday, which was Supersonico, and today we've got this one. This I ordered back in December, and it's my most expensive figure. It is my 35th figure as well. And with this figure, my ordered list on MFC is now empty. This hasn't happened in over a year, so I finally escaped the pre-order trap till I order Luxuria later. But anyways, this is Yamato Kai from Kantai Collection, the heavy armament version. It is part of the Wonderful Hobby Selection line, which is Good Smile and their subsidiaries and partnership companies. Like, they're top of the line, highest quality line. I have heard it's not as good as you might expect, but I don't care. I wound up ordering this just because she looks so beautiful. This was before that whole Wonderful Hobby Selection crap went on, and she was an exclusive to the Good Smile shop. I did manage to get her from a U.S. store, so it's a little bit late. It was a Good Smile partner company shop, or Good Smile company partner shop, so it should be legitimate. And just because I ordered late and it's an exclusive, it's super expensive. This is the first time I've ever paid over $200 for a figure. Even my 1/4 weren't that much. But yeah, she showed up today after the 2-month delay and everything. So let's go ahead and get this open. I actually have to stand up because the box is so big. Okay, so there is a invoice. This is also one that, since I ordered it in December, I actually moved since then, so this is the only time I've ever had to change a shipping address. But it worked good, it got here, no problem. So lots of bubble wrap. Let's go ahead and get that open. So I like the Light Armament version's box better, but if you're going to spend this much on a figure, and it's part of that line, you want to get the full shebang. So let's get the tissue paper off. There's a big box making a nice mess. So yeah, it's a kind of plain, simple box, white cardboard. There are some details with the pink sakura petals, and it's embossed. I'm guessing that says Yamato. It's got the seal of authenticity. the side, just, I don't know what that says. I can't read Japanese. You may not even be able to see it on the camera, but it's got lettering embossed again. And then on the back, it's embossed with the outline profile of, or silhouette of Yamato. This side's plain, there's no embossing. There is the, like, very faint lines going on, geometric pattern. There's the top. You can see it's by Max Factory, part of the wonderful Hobby Selection, Kantai Collection, and there's the silhouette. And then there is the back of the box. Yep. Just checking to make sure I'm recording, because this part I can still redo. So let's go ahead and open this box. Once we do this, there is no turning back. So it's kind of like a Congo. There's no windows or anything, and it opens like that. So there we go. And there we go. And there she is. Woohoo, most expensive figure I own. Let's go ahead and get her out. Let's at least try to get her out. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this back off to the side. Inside's plain white. There's no fancy plain pattern like Congo had. And then we have an instruction sheet, which I may definitely be needing to use because there's a lot of pieces. I have read that, like, her umbrella is very difficult and very fragile, so I may just not put that on in this unboxing. So I may do that when I'm doing the pictures and everything, because I don't want to have to take it apart again. So there's Yamato in the front of her blister packaging, and in the side, and I can see there are multiple different blisters. And there's the back showing her giant water base. I mean, this is even bigger than Neptune's. And then the other side, and back to the front. So, I was going to say something. Oh yeah, people have complained about the water base. They're saying it doesn't look like the one that was in the prototypes. And from what I can see, they're crazy. To me, it does look exactly like it, just, you know, different lighting. So, let's see what we can do to get her out. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to separate the blisters. Cut that tape, and that tape, and that tape. So the reason I ordered Yamato late was, at the time I wasn't into Kantai Collection. She was on pre-order like in September, and she wasn't going to be released until April, and I just didn't want to wait that long. Yeah, it was a mistake. So there we go. So there's Yamato in her own blister packaging. Now, if you had got the Light Armament version of her, this is basically all you would get except the crappy hexagon blue base and probably this piece of hair attached to her instead. She has, in the heavy armament version, 2 hair pieces, so you can decide if you want to display her with the base or not. So we'll put that to the side. And we'll bring that up. So here we have 3 little baggies with paper sakura petals. It's a nice idea. You can spread them however you want. I'm most likely going to just leave them in the baggies because, Yeah, they will be all over everything and not staying there. And then there's her base and her chip parts. So let's go ahead and open this blister. I made sure that I have plenty of room on my memory card. I basically emptied it out. I don't know how long this is going to take. I missed a piece. So there is her water base. Like I said, it is huge. Huge, huge, huge. And doesn't look like it's taped down, so... Okay, so it consists of two pieces. You've got the clear base, which if you don't want to use the water base, that's what you would use. And here is the water base. And now that I have it in my hands, I can feel, yes, it feels very, very flimsy. But it still will do its job. But yeah, it feels very thin and flimsy. So I won't complain too much about it, or people complaining about it, because I kind of feel the same. But it still looks good. It's got the blue haze, or whatever, the blue color and everything. So we'll get this out now. This is what makes her the heavy armament version. This is her ship parts. So here we've got the part that attaches her to her ship. And then we've got her guns. So this turns nice and smooth. It turns like this. This one turns. The individual cannons, I don't believe, are articulated. Then you've got little guns here. They've all got special names and designations of what they are and whatever. I don't know what they are. I'm not a gun buff. Oh yeah, these little ones do turn. Turn that up. Get them so that they're not actually shooting herself. Yeah, these little cannons are little tiny things. Lots of detail. And then you've got her back cannon, which it's kind of pointless, the rotation like this, but side to side. In her Nendroid version, it actually has an arm that comes up on top. So you can see there's like plastic right there. So the bottom pieces come off, and that's to assist in the usage of the water base. The red pieces actually go under the water, and then the big gun unit sits on top. So we'll put these off to the side. And now we'll get to Yamato herself. I missed a piece. Or two. Or three. There we go. Just being careful with her because, like I said, she's the most expensive figure I own. So there is her umbrella, part of it, at least. So this piece actually, from what I've read, goes through her hair and then attaches somehow. Kind of like that, kind of. Like I said, I may not actually put it together during this unboxing so that I can, focus on it and not break it, because these are very thin pieces of plastic. Very fragile. Then up here we've got, there is the piece for the water base that covers her knees. That was up with her hair. With its own blister even. This is I believe the long hair piece. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic because I'm probably not going to use it. I'm going to, I get her, I'm going to have her in her full glory with the water base and everything. So now we have Yamato. Let's get the plastic off of her. So, once again, to assist with the water base, she comes apart at her waist. Come on. It's a very tight squeeze. But you have to take it apart to get the plastic off. And then there's plastic in her hairpiece. Now the light version, I don't believe it comes apart at the waist or at the hair. I could be wrong about that because I'm not getting that version. I got her heavy armament version. So, butt shot. She is wearing a thong panty underwear. Her butt crack looks kind of stupid, but it's there. It is what it is. You're not going to be looking at it. I really like her stocking and the lettering on it. I believe it says something like "No one's above the emperor." I'm not sure of the exact phrase, but it's basically saying the emperor is God. So she goes together like this. I'm trying to be careful not to make her hand break. And we'll put her little bang tendrils are loose, at least this one is. She has anchors on her side-tie bikinis. Show you this. Yeah, this is the water base hair. You can see how it's not flat on the ground if we put her other hair piece in. Might as well do that. It's not that difficult. You might see it lays more on the ground. Not quite exactly, though. And then her umbrella would go through the back of her hair like that. Somehow. Something like this. Like I said, I'm not going to go too crazy with it because it's very flimsy. I've got to take more pictures and actually get her fully together. So I'll just go ahead and take the umbrella out for now. Probably look at the instructions just to make sure I do it right. So let's go ahead and take this hairpiece back off. The hair is very incredibly detailed, very incredible. You can see her boobs are kind of pointy. That's technically not her nipples. She's wearing armor under that shirt, and those are like just to keep her boobs safe, I guess. And there's her face. It actually, to me, it looks best from above, because she's kind of looking up at an angle. From below, it kind of looks a little dorky, kind of. Just looking at the paint job. Paint job looks very excellently done, like perfect. Those heels or rudders, that would be like very uncomfortable to walk in. So let's get her in the water base, or at least try to. So like I said, to assist in that, she comes apart at the waist again. This is a very tight fit, and with her hand going through her legs, I'm trying to be very careful. I don't want to do paint transfer or anything. So she kind of goes like that, and then the chip pieces go around her. This is a fiddly operation in and of itself. I can sort of see why people don't want to use this water base with her, but I'm going to. Then we'll put her body back on. Then we'll put the little knee cover on. It just sits on there. Doesn't snap on or anything. This goes around her waist like that and plugs into, let's see if we can put it in there like this first. Somehow it's supposed to connect in here. It's very unwieldy. Yeah, this piece, there's holes for it, but it doesn't feel like it's going to go in smoothly. So I'm just going to leave that off for the moment. And I'm not going to put this on tight because, like I said before, I have to take her apart and get her pictures taken and everything. So yeah, there's Yamato without her umbrella. I'm not going to put it on in this. There's plenty of pictures of her on MFC, and I'll take some and put them up there too. I'll just spin her around. She is very beautiful, and the guns are amazing. To be honest, the amount I paid for her is way overpriced, too much. But that's what you get for waiting on an exclusive. And I am glad I purchased her. Since it was a US shop, they charged when I bought her, so I've had her paid since December, so nothing wrong with that. So yeah, once again, this is Yamato Kai, the heavy armament version. She is from Kantai Collection. She's like she has the biggest guns of the entire army, navy, whatever you want to call it. She is funny because she's called the Yamato Hotel, which she hates that nickname. She's called that because they tried to keep her secret, and since her fuel consumption was so high, they used her for like VIP people. So she kind of did act like a hotel, but she hates that term. But anyway, she's part of the Wonderful Hobby Selection. I believe she's the second figure in there. She's manufactured by Max Factory and is a 1/8 scale figure. She was released June 11th of 2015, which is actually my sister's birthday. And it's now end of July 31st, so a little over a month after the Japanese release I got her, which isn't bad for ordering from a US store. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. This is a huge figure with the guns and everything. She's going to take up a lot of space, but she is beautiful. Hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Bye-bye.